Hello everyone. After the national team's game day at the end of the March, the national leagues will rekindle the war. Today, I will continue to watch a low-level league in China, a second-class league of Hubei U Star team. Their opponent is a team from Xiamen and Mai. In the first round of the game, Hubei U Star team defeated Guangzhou team 1-0. I also watched that game on the spot. Today's game is the second round. This is the training base of the Hubei Provincial Football Association. The match venue features temporary steel structure stands. When no matches are taking place, it serves simply as a standard training pitch. By the time I arrived at the perimeter of the stadium, the players' entrance and the flag-raising ceremony had already begun. I noticed quite a few other fans who, like me, had just arrived. These presumably were the fans who had truly come to watch the match. As is evident, the fans consist primarily of young players from the team's youth academy, along with some local parents who had brought their children along to pass the time. Conveniently enough, there are empty seats right beneath this broadcast camera, so I'll just watch the match from here. After an opening exchange of probing attacks, the visiting team gradually seized the initiative. The home team's head coach grew visibly restless, frequently shouting instructions to his players from the touchline. At this moment, I could clearly hear the home team's coach shouting, "Get your hands on him," meaning that the defenders should maintain physical contact with the attackers. Behind me, some young fans were shouting encouragement. They were probably from a football training class. Despite having been on the back foot throughout the match, they managed to break the deadlock via a tactical corner kick. The ball was delivered from the corner flag to the edge of the penalty area, where a home team player met it with a beautiful curling shot that found the back of the net, nestling almost precisely in the top corner. A very creative corner kick. However, not long after, the visiting team launched a swift counter-attack, following a run down the flank and across into the box. A player in the center executed a beautiful header to level the score. The young players sitting diagonally in front of me seemed rather indifferent to the match. I could hear them chatting incessantly about everything from video games and food to gossip. Perhaps for them, stepping away from football is the only true form of rest. I've noticed that the players in the lower leagues seem to share a peculiar habit. Take the recent tackle, for instance. It was beautifully executed and perfectly legal, yet the player's primary instinct wasn't to immediately take position and launch an attack, but rather to pause and wait to see if the referee would blow the whistle. It seems that whenever any physical contact occurs, the first reaction from both sides is invariably to turn to the referee to appeal. The referee blew the whistle to signal the end of the first half. The later part of the half was extremely boring. The second half has begun.
打死这个教练！这是小鱼，那就是小鱼，你的小鱼，哎，这个人怎么跟我一样姓啊？王文正，哎，姓于，我不是骂我吗？骂我吗？哎呀，谁？下一首，漂亮成绩！我靠！
As is evident, this play involved a full-on physical duel. However, immediately after losing the challenge, the home team player turned around to look for the referee. This is unacceptable. At such a moment, regardless of the circumstance, one must actively attempt to win the ball back from the opponent. For a counterattack would be launched in the very instant you turn your head. 还有打，再打，哎。
人传你力量小了。
An undoubted penalty. The visiting player did not touch the ball. The visiting team had begun attempting to turn the tide through substitutions. The home team once again fell victim to their old habit of slacking off after scoring. Less than 5 minutes after finding the net, they conceded a goal and the visiting team leveled the score once again. Both leads were tied by the speed of light. In the final moments of the match, the home team faced a relentless siege by the visitors. Moreover, their weakness, poor physical stamina, was now laid bare for all to see, as players repeatedly collapsed to the ground, stricken by cramps. Finally, the referee blew the final whistle and the match ended in a 2-2 draw. Game's over. The last minutes of the thing is very embarrassing, very passive, but luckily they defend the draw. The problem is the players are not very focused. There are different degrees of laxity when the score is in the lead twice. Well, in addition, the physical ability of the players is too poor. In the past 2 games, the players of the Hubei U-Star team have been exhausted before the opponents.